I scuttle sideways because straight lines are for fools. Forward is a trap, backward is death, and the only way to survive in this godless swamp is to zig when the world demands you zag. My claws click like the pulse of a bomb that no one's counting down, tick, 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 and every step I take feels like I'm outrunning something invisible but fanged. The sand burns under my shell, a hostile caress, as if the earth itself wants me to know. You're not welcome here. But where the hell else am I supposed to go? The tide is a joke. Pulls you in, spits you out, leaves you stranded like yesterday's trash. And the jungle? Forget it. Too many things with too many teeth, and I've only got claws. I'm an intruder everywhere, even in my own skin, but I keep moving, always moving. You stop, you die, that's the rule. The vultures are watching. The rats, the gulls, the two-legged monsters who laugh when they see me, their towering shadows turning my world into a carnival of chaos. And maybe they're right to laugh. What's a crab but an armored buffoon, staggering through life like the punchline to a joke no one remembers telling? Sometimes I find a burrow, dark and tight and safe enough for a few minutes of peace. I wedge myself in, curling like a question mark. But the peace never lasts. The sand starts to feel like a coffin, and the silence is worse than the noise, so I claw my way out, dragging my absurd little body back into the blistering sunlight, back into the theater of predators. The hotel came out of nowhere, a monolith of human lunacy, flashing and buzzing and humming with the kind of energy that makes the hairs on your legs twitch. I didn't mean to end up here. It's not a place for crabs, not a place for anything alive, really. But the scent of salt and rot pulled me in, and before I knew it, I was wandering its electric corridors, lost in a labyrinth of shag carpet and neon. I saw things there, shapes that weren't quite human, voices that echoed without mouths to carry them. Everything reeked of madness, perfume and sweat and desperation cooked under 1,000 blazing bulbs. And there I was, crawling through the detritus of dreams gone sour, my claws clicking like a metronome keeping time for the damned. I don't know how long I stayed. Time doesn't mean much to a creature like me. But the lights burned brighter and the air grew thicker, and I started to feel my shell crack under the weight of it all. That's when I knew this place wasn't meant to be understood. It wasn't meant to be survived. So I scuttled out, sideways as always, dodging feet and curses, my body aching for the familiar chaos of the tide. As I left, I heard laughter, harsh and brittle, the kind that sticks to your shell long after it fades. And for a moment, I wondered if they were laughing at me, or if the laughter was mine. Now I'm back on the sand, the sky a bruise of orange and grey, the horizon stretching out like a promise that will never be kept. I keep moving, always moving, because that's the rule. You stop, you die. The vultures are still watching, the tide still laughs, but I keep my claws sharp, because even in a world this absurd, sometimes you get to do the biting.